On behalf of the graduating class and the faculty, I want to welcome all family members and friends who have joined us on this happy occasion. We are delighted that so many of you could be here with us to share this special event. Yesterday, we held an award ceremony to honor those SPH graduates who demonstrated academic performance and those who made especially valuable contributions to the life of the school. You'll find those awards in your program book. Please join me in offering congratulations to the award winners for their special achievements. Today, we celebrate the accomplishments of all our graduates by awarding them their hard-earned degrees. We will begin the celebration by, appropriately enough, introducing our student speaker. Each year at Commencement, we choose an outstanding student to speak on behalf of the graduating class. We look for a student who has achieved an excellent academic record and has also done distinguished work in other areas of student life. This year, we have chosen Pawandeep Kaur. Before she speaks, I get to tell you about her. Pawandeep is a student in the school's Community Health Sciences Department with a concentration in social and behavioral sciences. She has been chosen as this year's speaker on the basis of her outstanding work both inside and outside the classroom. Pawandeep arrived at SPH after a journey that began in Oman, where she was born and first went to school. When she was 16, her parents immigrated to Canada and settled in the Toronto area. She attended the University of Western Ontario, earned her Bachelor of Science degree with honors in biology and medical science. After obtaining her undergraduate degree, she followed a path familiar to many of her colleagues seated beside her. She worked within a segment of the healthcare industry, gaining valuable experience. Pawandeep worked for several clinical research firms in Toronto after college, while continuing to support her community with grassroots organizing, specifically targeting towards helping youth and women. She received a first-hand view of how improving connections between communities and creating spaces where people can learn about and discuss health, social problems, and human rights can improve the health of the public. Her volunteer experience and industry exposure were critical elements in steering her toward a career in public health and, happily enough for us, toward our school. While here at the school, Pawandeep expanded upon her passion to learn more about public health and found that the field dovetailed nicely with her background in social activism. At SPH, she co-organized a pharmaceutical symposium en route to earning her certificate in the SPH Pharmaceuticals program. She also became a board member of the Massachusetts Adolescent Sex Offender Coalition and contributed as a teaching assistant for the IH 800 clinical development of a new medicinal course. She has also attended multiple public health-related events outside of SPH and represented Boston University at the Consortium of Universities for Global Health Conference. One of her student colleagues said, "Pawandeep is a mentor to many and a role model to even more. She exemplifies humble confidence with a drive and passion for public health that is iconic of our program." Ladies and gentlemen, I proudly present Pawandeep Kaur, the SPH student speaker for 2015.
Good afternoon, Dean Galea, Dr. Burrell, faculty, staff, family, friends, mom, dad, and my fellow graduates. I'm honored to be representing the class of 2015 and really excited that I get to fulfill my lifelong dream of being on a Jumbotron. While preparing these remarks, I had a chance to reflect on my time here at Boston University School of Public Health, and I had a few thoughts. My first thought was, oh my God, I am done. What am I going to do next? But that thought was too overwhelming, so I quickly moved on to the next one. Among other things, I realized that this school is a strange place. I mean, really strange. I did not know that one of my class assignments would require me to use Twitter and Instagram while paying attention in class. Or that I would have friends who have constructed pink and purple sequined models of the female genitalia. Or that the first time I attempted to buy cigarettes in my life would be the first semester of grad school because a public health professor told me to. And don't worry, parents, I know what you're thinking, but there were very important lessons to be learned from all of those activities. So you see, it is a strange place, but it is also an amazing place. We have faculty that is eager to share their wisdom and experience with us, who treat us not like students, but like colleagues. Where else do you find faculty that just lets us walk into their office and talk to them for hours? They're more like the fearless leaders who inspire us to be the best version of ourselves. And the school has phenomenal staff who are always working hard to create spaces to foster wonderful relationships outside the classroom, be it with Play-Doh, Stress Buster kits, boat cruises, or the best of all, free food. And then there's the folks down at Career Services. Let's be honest, most of us had not been there until like 2 weeks ago. But yeah, they were there to provide us with encouragement, instill confidence in us, and for some of us, a shoulder to cry on. But best of all has been my fellow classmates, without whom this experience would be lacking in so many ways. You shared your thoughts, wisdom, and opinions with me. Your diverse views made my vision broader. We competed, we laughed, and we stressed together. Some of us even had sleepovers to meet project timelines. But through it all, we produced work that we are proud of. So for me, this journey has been especially rewarding. I'm a first-generation college student and the first one in my family to pursue a master's. This says less about me, but more about my wonderful parents. My parents moved 5 times, the last one being from Oman to Toronto 14 years ago. And all this just so they could provide their children with better opportunities. I am so incredibly grateful and lucky to have a family with such courage, a family that continues to support and love me throughout my decisions. So for that, I thank you, Mom, Dad, sisters, and my little niece.
Woo! Yeah!
All of us sitting here are truly fortunate. It is our circumstances, regardless of how different, that have brought us here. I've had the opportunity to live in 3 different countries, and the one thing I realized is that it is our circumstances and sometimes just sheer luck that determines so much of what we can do. But what we sometimes tend to forget is that not everyone is this lucky. All around the world, schools are bombed, children kidnapped, girls forbidden from pursuing knowledge. There continues to exist systemic oppression. There continues to exist systemic oppression on the basis of race, religion, gender, and sexual orientation. Being a Sikh, my faith has taught me that I have a personal responsibility to fight against social injustice. When others are oppressed, it becomes my responsibility to organize and resist. This is a mission that aligns so well within public health and all we have learned. And although we all derive our motivation from different sources, we found common ground when we chose to embark on the journey of public health. With the tools and knowledge we have attained, and our strengthened values, we must become practitioners of change and create the future we want. So the question that confronts us all is, how can we share what we've been given with those who have been given less out of sheer luck, opportunity, and chance? We will all answer this in our own ways, but we must all answer it. We have a moral obligation to make the best of this, to be the best version of ourselves and not waste this opportunity. We have spirit, we have hope. We can create the best anti-smoking campaigns in China, create the best programs to teach sexual health in India, or we can shape policies to lower drug prices in the United States. But whatever direction we choose, we must remember, it is our duty to advocate for those who cannot advocate for themselves and ensure that luck is not the determining factor for who gets an education, who gets quality health care, or access to clean water. Together, we will heal. Together, we will heal and teach sometimes, and we'll organize and resist at other times. We have created lifelong friendships that will be bound by the values and visions of fairness and equity. And I wish you the best of luck with whatever you choose to do. And now, before I end, everyone raise your right hand and do this. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Woo.
Woo.
Woohoo! Congratulations, we did it!
Pawandeep, thank you. Thank you for everything you have done for the school during your time here as a student. For all of us faculty, this is why we are here, is to hear our students who have understood the mission of public health so well and who are now going to go out and work to improve the health of the public. Thank you. I now call on Professor Lisa Sullivan, our Associate Dean of Education, to present the Leonard Glantz Award for Academic Excellence and the Norman Scotch Award for Excellence in Teaching. Professor Sullivan.
It is my distinct pleasure to present the Leonard H. Glantz Award for Academic Excellence. This award is given annually in